to talk a little bit about quantum leaping. Let's start with the obvious. What is quantum leap? The Webster Dictionary defines it as an abrupt change, sudden increase, dramatic advance. This can be applied to anything. In manifestation, it means you make a huge jump from where you are in your life right now, or a specific area of your life. They saying we in 5D right now. Did y'all check those videos out? Anyway, I guess we already quantum leap to where you desire to be. A quantum leap feels like magic, a miracle, overnight success, or instant results. Sounds pretty good, right? Who wouldn't want to make a huge change in your life in a short period of time, especially when there's something you're deeply desiring? Making a quantum leap is pretty simple. It's implementing it in your own life where the challenge typically arises. And that's because we've been taught that change is hard. It takes a lot of time and sacrifice is required. None of which is actually true, but it's what most people believe about change. Sometimes it seems easier. To just stay where you are in life. You may be having a mediocrity experience, but at least you're comfortable. Your life feels predictable, and that is less intimidating than surrendering to the unknown. Even if the unknown means getting to have what you want. My goal is to show you how simple, easy, and even fun it can be to make a massive and immediate up level in your life. A quantum leap only requires 3 things: a shift in your mindset, a shift in your energy, aka emotional state, a shift in your actions. I hope y'all can hear me. I'm talking low right now because it's early in the morning. When you look at it in this way, it doesn't seem as scary. In fact, it makes it seem a lot more doable. The biggest question most people have is, how do I do it? And while I'm not big on asking how, after all, I am the author of the book called Fuck How. That's fun. I never read that book. There are definitely specific steps you can take. I'm going to show you from my own personal journey, learnings, and experiences how to make a quantum leap in your life. I'm going to give you as many examples as I can to illustrate all of the steps, and I'm going to answer many of the questions I think you'll have along the way. I highly recommend you get yourself a notebook or journal, or you can use your computer. It would be super helpful to have one for completing the exercise I give you throughout the book. It's all well and good to think about the things you want or the changes you desire to make, but it's a whole other thing to start writing that stuff down. Writing it down makes it feel more real, and that's what we're going for. The Buffet of realities. In quantum physics, every reality and outcome and possibility exists all at the same time. Y'all got to think about that right there. In quantum physics, every reality, outcome, and possibility exists all at the same damn time. Think of it like a buffet at a restaurant where every food option is available at once. You just choose what you want. Same with choosing your reality. This means 2 things: the reality you desire for yourself in whatever areas you desire it in, is available to you. Multiple realities can and will be true simultaneously. Your experience of reality will be different than someone else, and both realities are real, true. If you want to quantum leap, you must accept that many realities will exist and still continue to choose, believe in, have faith in, and take a stand. And the reason why I really believe in this quantum leap, because it seems like we quantum leap in this gang stalking simulation, because I'm the one part of time my life was, it wasn't the best life, but it was all right. You know what I'm saying? And then out of nowhere, it's like they just quantum leap me in some gang stalking simulation. So I'm gonna learn how to quantum leap my ass about this dream. Where did I leave it on? It says for the one you want. Hold on, it says, and take a stand for the one you want. Doing so is what makes it eventually become true. Here's the best example I can come up with from my life to illustrate this for you. I've been divorced for almost 4 years as of writing of this book, but I've still been financially tied to my ex-husband because of some old tax debt from my business. At the time of filing those taxes, back when we were still married, we had a tax accountant who wasn't very good at his at his job. He didn't tell us that if you're married but one spouse owns a business, you should file your taxes married but separate, so the business taxes stay with the business owning spouse and do not also become the responsibility of the non-business owning spouse. Wow. That's why you gotta be careful, man. You gotta be careful when with all that marriage stuff, because getting married ain't nothing but, you just signing a contract over. That's all. You just signing a contract. It really don't mean nothing. You sign a contract with the beast that you and this person gonna be together. And then if y'all wanna separate, you gotta break the contract. That's why I would never get married. You know what I'm saying? If me and a woman gonna be together, we gonna be together. We have our own wedding. You know what I'm saying? So my old business taxes were tied to my ex as well, making him financially liable for them, even though the actual tax debt didn't belong to him. Worst of all, the IRS had been taking his tax refund from him every year for the past 4 years to pay for my business tax debt. That I'm sure you can imagine the kind of animosity of that created between us. Since, you know what I'm saying? Now y'all hate each other. Y'all beef because now it's all over the money now. Since all realities and outcomes and possibilities exist at the same time, I knew there could be a reality where we was relieved from my tax debt and all of his refunds would return to him. It just wasn't the reality I was living yet. I continued to believe and trust in his reality, but of all the lawyers and tax accountants I had spoken to didn't agree with my belief. Every single one of them told me I was dreaming and there was no way the IRS would ever release him from owing the tax debt, especially since we filed as married instead of married filing separate. And the IRS doesn't let you change your filing status after your taxes have been filed. The reality for those people was that there was nothing we could do about it. We just had to deal with being legally and financially stuck together until the debt was fully paid. But that wasn't reality. I choose for us. I chose the reality that my ex would be relieved from the tax debt and would get his refunds returned back to him. This is reality I choose to believe in. I have faith and I take a stand for, regardless of what other people were saying. I surrendered it and held faith in this reality for over a year and a half after we filed the innocent spouse paperwork with the IRS. And that reality became true for me. I recently received a letter from the IRS that said they made the decision to grant my now ex-husband full relief from my old tax debt, and all of the money he paid toward the debt will be refunded to him. This happened. This happened in spite of what's typical, and in spite of everything the experts and legal minds had to say about it, because that is the reality I continue to choose. I didn't let what they had to say taint my belief. I didn't let the reality they presented with me affect me. I just continue to choose and know and believe in the reality I wanted. Because in the quantum, that reality existed along with all the other possible realities. That's how I feel with this game talking about. I'm not going to, people saying, oh man, this is a death program. It is a death program, but I'm gonna quantum my ass about this joint. Who gonna leap out this joint with me? We gonna leapfrog. Choosing reality. Reality is deeply personal, something you create for yourself with your beliefs, thoughts, feelings, and actions. And while yes, there are some realities that exist for all, the main reason they do is because those realities have been accepted by the majority of society and the world as true. Remember, they play with your beliefs. You know what I'm saying? If you say it's true, then it's true. You know what I mean? It could be a lie though. People still believe, a lot of false things. You know what I'm saying? But you can't tell them that there's a lie, because in them heart and mind it's true. But if the collective decided to believe in something else, a different reality would then become possible for everyone. So if all realities and possibilities exist all at the same time in the quantum, what reality are you going to choose for yourself? What reality do you want to choose for the areas you desire a quantum leap in? Choose it, believe it, have faith in it, and take a stand for it, regardless of what's going on. Ooh, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Regardless of what's going on around you, what your physical reality currently says, or what other people have told you. This is the trickery part, because we've been so conditioned to think our current physical reality is the only truth that exists. Right. And so often we're swayed off of our path by society and the people around us. In the upcoming chapters, we'll talk more about how to choose and then stick with the reality you want until you see it through to fruition. Become a vibrational match. But going back to this right here real quick before I go to this one, that is true, man. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like it's like a preacher telling you going to hell. You're going to hell if you don't believe in the Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what that preacher is saying. That don't have nothing to do with you. Like, people will be, falling and getting deceived. Bible told you don't let no man deceive you. You know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody deceive you. Tell him where you going. How he know where you going? You know what I'm saying? He don't even know where you came from when you got here. How he know where you going? And people don't think like this. You know what I'm saying? We get duped. And then somebody else projecting some bull crap onto you. This is the tricky part, because we've been so conditioned to think our current physical reality is the only truth that exists. And so often we're swayed off of our path by society and the people around us. Don't be swayed off, man. Don't be swayed off. You know what I'm saying? Don't let people, dictate your reality. Moving right along. It has been proven by science that everything is made of energy, including you, your thoughts, beliefs, emotions, actions. It may seem like you have a physical body or physical items surrounding you. It may seem like the things you see in your world are solid matter. But at a molecular level, everything that looks solid is still made of energy. And also it's made of and because it's made of energy, that means it's also vibrating. This is known as the law of vibration. Everything made of energy vibrates, which means everything, including you, has a vibrational frequency. That frequency either attracts or repels things based on like vibration. This is known as the law of attraction. some people still don't. Some people, you'd be surprised. Some people still haven't touched base with law of attraction. They still don't know. I mean, this is law of attraction is so old. I was studying this stuff so long ago. Like, if you don't know what the law of attraction is by now, you really haven't been doing your homework. So when two things are vibrating at the same frequency, they are attracted to each other or pulled together. And when two things are vibrating on different frequencies, they repel each other, sort of like a magnet. He said, think of it like a phone call. If you dial the correct number, the phone frequency of the person you want to talk to, you reach the correct person. But if you dial a different number or mess up any of the digits in the number, you'll reach an entirely different person. And that's because a phone number is a specific frequency. It requires you to be an exact match to that frequency in order to reach the person you desire. Same goes for quantum leap. You must match the vibrations of the reality you desire to have in order for it to become true for you. The reality you want already exists as a specific frequency. There's at least one person in the world who has and is living that reality, right? And that means it's available to you. So if you want to make a quantum leap in your life, you must first know what you want, and then you must find a way to match the frequency of it. When you do, you're being a vibrational match, and the thing you want can make its way into your physical reality. I mean, you know what I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure some of y'all might know. A lot of y'all not. But this is, I done heard all this over and over and over. You know what I'm saying? It's just all about just basically matching your vibrations. You know what I'm saying? And so that way you can attract that money bag. Attract a better life. Clarity comes first. Making a decision is the starting point for the entire quantum leaping process. You can't manifest, hit your goal, create the reality, get the outcome, or make a quantum leap of any kind if you're not clear on what you want. So we start here. Your first step is to get clear on what you want. What reality do you want to create for yourself? What do you want in your life? What do you want your life to be like? What do you want for the various areas you're desiring a change in? This is what you need to be clear on. My recommendation is to get out that journal or notebook we talked about and do some freestyle writing around those questions. You can also make a list of every area you like to quantum leap in, and then journal about the reality you want to create in each of those areas. Here are some suggested areas to consider. Self, body, health. Now, y'all can take these notes down, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We in school. We in class. You know what I'm saying? We all learning together. I told you, dog. When I be schooling y'all and teaching y'all, I'm learning. I'm in the class. Look, I'm the teacher and the student at the same damn time. Can I get a hello there? Self, body, health, love, life, family, friends, lifestyle, money, business, career, giving back. Yeah, spirituality, purpose, legacy. We'll be almost 20 minutes. All right, I'm gonna stop right here. Comment down below if y'all want to hear more. You know what I'm saying? Comment down below. I'm gonna stop right here. It's gonna be in one video. This is a whole book. All this stuff is free, man. I'll be reading this stuff because it's free. You know what I'm saying? This is all located on Kindle. Free downloads, man. You could get this information for free and read it. You don't have to pay for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Only thing is gonna take some time because time is money. But at least you won't pay twice. At least you didn't pay currency money and use your time. This is, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta take advantage of this stuff, man. You have to. And they put this stuff out because this stuff, they know there ain't, a lot of people ain't reading this stuff no more. People just bots out here. So they just like, man, what we gonna do with all this information, man? Just give it to people for free. Because people ain't buying it. You know what I'm saying? This stuff is not selling. You know what I'm saying? They just giving it away for free. So anyway, let me know if y'all want. I'm gonna read. I just want to read one more before. While it's totally possible to quantum leap in all of these areas at the same time, it could get overwhelming. So it's better to choose one or two areas to start with. And sometimes just by quantum leaping in one area, you automatically make a leap in the other areas too. This is because many areas overlap. For example, by making a quantum leap in your business or career, you're also likely to make one in your money, your purpose, and your lifestyle. What's most important to you right now? Give yourself some time with this so you can really feel into what matters most and what you can put on hold for a little while. At the time of writing this book, I'm working on making a quantum leap in 4 areas: my writing career, my money, my lifestyle, my ideal physical body, and also health, which goes hand in hand with body. A few years ago, I was working on and then made a quantum leap in my love life, which I talked all about in my book, Fuck How. So it's really about what matters to you right now. Where would you love to see yourself at this time next year, 6 months from now? Or if you could have anything you wanted, it's all up to you. It's all up to you, people. We're going to stop it right there, y'all. Comment down below, man, if you want to hear more about this book right here. We are quantum leaping out of this matrix. We are quantum leaping up out of the gang stalking simulation, man. We are going to quantum leap about this joint and end up in a money world. You know what I'm saying? With fine women and gold and silver and luxury and chilling. Eating grapes and watermelon with seeds in it. You know what I'm saying? Chilling. On yachts and boats and ships. With women with sexy lips and hips. Alright? Holla back. Comment down below. Let me know what you think. We quantum leaping about this joint. We out.